Hello, all of you wonderful creative people here on YouTube. My name is Rio, and I welcome you to my artsy corner. It's tag time, baby! Woo! This is gonna be fun. Let's do it! So, the reason behind me being this excited is that, well, what you can probably tell if you've browsed around my channel, this is not the first time I'm doing coloring tags. However, this is the first time when I've been, like, officially tagged by someone. Previously, I've done the tags just because, you know, I saw other people do that and they sort of informally tagged anyone else who would probably want to do that, should do that, and of course I felt pretty much obliged to do so. But today I'm doing my very first official tag. I've been tagged by the awesome Grumble Bunny. Thank you so much. And what we're gonna be doing today is the mid-year adult coloring review tag. I know it's way past mid-year marker and I should have done that earlier. Not like I mentioned in my completed pages video, last month was straightforward weird, so to speak. I did not feel like, you know, filming, or did not have the strength or will nor wish to do so. So although I'm a couple of months late, I'm still doing it because I'm super excited. Like I said, I've never been officially tagged before and this is so much fun. Okay, so this tag is supposed to be an adaptation of a mid-year adult coloring freakouts tag that's been going on. And it's been made up by Amberly Silencia. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. I will link the channel down below. Her and Grumble Bunny, of course. Go ahead, give them a visit. So, without further ado, we have 10 questions to go through. So, question number 1. Did you set yourself a coloring goal for the first half of the year? If you count your pages, how many pages have you colored? How was the first half of the year coloring-wise? Oh, well, to tell the truth, I'm not the kind of person that sort of sets certain goals for myself. I tried to do that last year. I've noticed that it does not work for me. It just adds additional pressure and, you know, makes this hobby that should be something you do for fun kind of an obligation that you have to work on, you know, dedicate your time to it, because if you don't complete certain plans in time, you're gonna feel like crap. So basically that's the reason why I stopped doing it. I have 10 books to finish picked for this year, of course, like most of us colorists do, and I'm happy to say that I've completed 2 out of them already, and this is super duper exciting. So this is my coloring journal that I'm currently filling in, and this is the list of my completed pages for year 2023. So let's take a look. I've ended my year with 139 pages done, like last year in 2022. And by the month of July, I have completed, so it's 233. Yeah, I'm almost 100 pages in by the month of July, and if we're going further, it's much more than that. So yeah, actually, I think I have been more productive during this first half of the year than I have been throughout the last year in the whole. So I think I've made quite a progress, and it's really something to be proud of. Although I do not do this for the numbers' sake, if you know what I mean. I'm only coloring when I feel like it, when I feel like I'm inspired to do so, and I do that totally for fun and totally for my own amusement, so to speak. I'm not trying to compete with anyone or anything like that. So, question number 2. Show your favorite colored images from the first half of the year. That was a pretty difficult task to accomplish, you know. There are so many that I actually like, but I'm going to show you a few. First of them is in Hannah Carlson's party book. It's this nameplate page. I really love the way it turned out. I really love the background. I love the colors that I picked, and overall look of it. It's gorgeous. Definitely one of my favorite images. I used Prismacolor pencils on this one, some Hypertool metallic gel pens, and some glitter gel pens as well. So this is one of the images. Next one I'm going to show you is from Fairies book by Christine Caron, and this was a buddy color with a lovely ABC coloring one. This is the first page that I did in this book. I was dreading it. I did not know how to approach this book at the beginning, but I found my style, I think. I do alcohol marker base and then shade with pencils. This one I did with Ohuhus and Prismacolors and some glitter gel pens. So this one for sure. Another one is from Fierce and Fancy Fantasy Faces, grayscale coloring book by Hannah Lynn. I love this one. It's stupidly simple. It was ridiculously quick to do, but I really love the way it turned out. I used alcohol markers for the base, some highlights with white gel pen. What I like the most about it is the berries, especially the strawberries. I love the way they came out. It's such a gorgeous page. I don't know, it's just, I love it. Although I like all the pages I did in this book, but this one, for some reason, it just hits the spot. And last but not least is this page from the newest book by Hannah Carlson, Tales from the City Among the Stars. It was the buddy color with the awesome Chelsea from Chelsea's Creative Coloring here on YouTube. I adore this page. I love the way the distress inks lay here on the frame, and all in all, the color scheme and the idea I have behind it, of course, which is only for my own amusement. But yeah, definitely love this picture a lot. So, off to the question number 3. Which is the book you have most colored in during the first half of the year? Well, if we do not count this book that I've started this year and I've completed it, it has 20 pages in it. Yeah, I flipped through on my channel, by the way. I think my most colored book of all is most certainly this one. 100 Beautiful Mandalas by Camila Angelkova. I am working in it each month. I do 2 pages a month. And, well, yeah, it's like a art project of mine, you know. I use color schemes of different Final Fantasy characters in this book. And I think thus far I've done almost 20 pages in here. It should be around 14 at least. Yeah. And currently it had turned into a buddy color project of mine with a lovely Spicy Cat Colors. She's coloring in this book with me. And this is, yeah, this is it. Sure, I have a lot more pages prepped for future buddy colors that we're going to do. Yeah, this has turned into our common project book, so to speak. She wants to do more Camellia mandala pages this year, and I want to work in this book. So one met the other, and it turned into a collab. So yeah, this is like my most colored in book this year. Which is the last book that you got and why? This question number 4. It was a weird purchase for me. I'm not gonna lie. The last 2 books that I got, because I ordered them at the same time, were these 2 coloring books. They are by Leah Liebherz. She has more than 2 coloring books published on Amazon, and a bit of a disclaimer. In general, I do not like AI books. I want to say it right off the bat. However, I bought these. I saw them on Feral Shoujo's channel, I believe. She holds these books and more in her last whole video. But I bought these 2 books. Why? I'm going to explain. Although these are AI books, they definitely look like they've been edited. There is some additional work put into these pages for sure. That I can tell. Because most of the AI books that you get, usually, you know, see? Her hands, they're actually all right. They're fixed, edited. I don't know. All the additional unnecessary details removed. Here, again, you see? No weird stuff just floating in the air. No 6 or 7 phalanges on their hands and stuff like that. That's very common in AI books. I mean, just for this reason alone, I bought her books. Am I gonna get more? I don't think so, but that's for sure. I respect the work that's been put into these books. It's the Midnight Fantasy, and this one is unique because it's all black, you know. I wanted to try out something like that. You know, just some white line art, kind of. Pictures on black background. See? Again, same. They have been altered, for sure. They have been edited, worked on, fixed, corrected. There, you see? Everything's fine with her hands, no problem. Yeah, that is probably the only reason I could ever sort of support AI, although I think those will be the first and the last AI books that I've added to my collection. Like I said, I would rather pay an actual artist doing my drawings than a computer. Anyway, question number 5. Did you discover any new artists or publishing companies that you like? I have one. It's Domain. Yeah, I've heard about this book a while ago. And I was actually debating whether I should get it or not, but I was afraid that it's going to be too detailed for me, too intimidating, you know. But when I actually got the book, now that I'm flipping through it in person, it's not that bad. It's actually very, very gorgeous. I love fairy tales, by the way. And this art style is beautiful. I don't think I'm gonna get any more of his books, but this one was certainly a discovery. And a very welcome addition to my collection. I hope I'm going to color something in this book this month. Already looking forward to it. So yeah, oldie but goodie, so to speak. Question number 6. What were your favorite and most used pencils, supplies, and tools? I am a color pencil person. I'm repeating myself already, I know. So my favorites are probably boot funners, any pencils in their line work very fine for me, whether they're squares or the black barrel ones. I love their macarons for sure. I love Prismacolors. Yeah, those are definitely one of my most used pencils, that's for sure. I've been using quite a lot of gel pens lately. Not only just to add accents to my pages, but to color my pages with gel pens entirely. I'm loving them, especially the glitter and metallic ones. I use soft pastels very often to do the backgrounds. It's so quick and easy. And although I've been dreading to use them like a year ago or so, once I tried them out, now I use them almost on every single background that I do. I love the look. I love how easy and quick it is to use. Anyway, one of my most used art supplies for sure. Alcohol markers, of course. They work very fine for basing or, you know, coloring in your grayscale books like Jade Summer books. Just some flat layer of color and their grayscale books look magnificent with alcohol markers. So those are probably my favorite supplies to use. Question number 7. Did you discover any new coloring channels? Yeah, the very same Grumble Bunny, actually. I have seen her videos floating about for quite a while now, and I decided to one day drop by her channel. And I really loved her videos, and I'm proud subscriber. I love her channel, I really do. Also, the channel of Feral Shoujo was a pretty new discovery to me as well. I love what she's doing with her color by number pictures. Also, Chelsea's Creative Escape on Instagram or Creative Coloring here on YouTube. Definitely some of the newer channels that I've discovered and I'm really happy to be subscribed to. Question number 8. Did you try any new coloring techniques? Or did you follow a color along? Did you take part in body colorings? Okay, that's 3 in 1. So new coloring techniques. Yeah! If you count using stickles and glossy accents on my pages, then yes, because I haven't done this before. I've only started doing it probably last December on my Lenka Filenko pages, and I love it. I love the shimmer, I love the sparkle, and glossy accents, they look so good! Now that I've tried it out, I finally understand why people like it so much. Sadly, I have not followed any of color alongs at all, as of yet, because I like to do things my way. I mean, I don't mean it in a bad way, but I have a challenge in my personal challenge list to follow a color along someday, and that's definitely what I'm going to do to complete the challenge, of course. As for body colors, I'm doing that constantly. I have some people I body color with almost every month or ever so often. Also some that, you know, I do 1 or 2 pages occasionally. I love to body color. So if you, yes you, the you that's watching this video right now, if you want to buddy up with me, go ahead, drop me a message. I'd love that. I really like body colors. I'm always up for that. Which is your most anticipated coloring book, which will be released in the second half year? Question number 9. Definitely, I think it's called Small Victories by Joanna Basford. I'm gonna insert the picture here. I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna come out somewhat close to my birthday, so I'm really excited about that. I already like it because it's a small book. It's definitely not as detailed and intimidating as her books usually are, which scares me off them, sadly, as beautiful and pretty as they may be. So I'm really looking forward to this new pocket-sized mini book that she's coming up with. And last but not least, do you have any regrets? Any purchases that you would have rather not bought? Yes, I do, and most of them are one of the very first coloring books that I bought back then I had no idea how Amazon works. I wasn't experienced. I had no idea how to, you know, pay attention to reviews or how to pick and choose my books wisely, so to speak. Yeah, as I'm a big Final Fantasy fan, I was really thrilled to see Final Fantasy books going on Amazon. And this was the one that I bought back then, although now only cover remains, because it was definitely a scam. This was a book filled with Shutterstock images or fan art, line art images that you can easily find for free on the internet in a way better quality than they were printed here. And that Amazon had a lot of the same books released with different covers. So yeah, this is one of the books that I got, and I eventually ended up taking it apart. I only kept the cover because it's beautiful, and I kept the images that kind of looked decent enough for me to still be able to color them, because the quality of most of the pages in this book was really, really crappy. Well, these are still rather decent. I mean, I can deal with that. But anyway, yeah. And I must say that I paid quite a fortune for this book, because being the dummy that I am, who lives in Europe, I decided to order it from Amazon US. So you can imagine how much I've paid for this book. Another one was this one is from like Egyptian mythology. I don't even have the cover anymore. Like I said, I took it apart and kept the pages that looked still decent enough for me to color. Maybe one day I will. This was like, excuse me, a page from some kind of a mythology book as well. Also, I don't have the book anymore. Most of the images in this book were blurry and the quality was horrible. The same with Horses book as well. I love horses. I wanted to have a horse coloring book. Again, I kept a few of the pages, the rest I just threw away. Luckily, these last 3 books were cheap enough for me not to regret shredding them apart. They costed about like 3 or 4 euros each. Anyway, yeah, it was due to my inexperience, and you know, the beginning was rough. Now I certainly know what I love to color, what I want to color. I pick my books wisely and carefully. I read reviews. I look for flip-throughs before buying any kind of book that catches my interest. Anyway, it's a past long overdue and good riddance. So these are the things that I regret the most in my coloring journey thus far. So this is it. I am done with all 10 of my questions. I think it is pointless for me to tag anyone else right now, especially that it's already a month of August and this tag is way long overdue. But if you still want to do it, you're welcome to do it. I'll gladly watch your version of the video. Once again, thank you so much to Grumble Bunny for tagging me. This is really, really exciting and a very pleasant surprise. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble about for just almost half an hour or so, I suppose. And it helped you to learn more about me. Anywho, that's it for today. Until I see you on one of my next videos, I hope you'll stay creative, you'll stay artsy, and have fun in every single step you take, as I did today. Till next time then, yeah.